Okay, so welcome everybody to engaging with the molecules to let go, create space, and invite more. I'm going to be your tour guide for the next 14 days as we chat about different tools, different ways for us to actually let things go. On purpose. I started this on Christmas Day. So Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and happy celebrations for whatever you guys have going on right now around the world. And with the holidays brings up a lot of different things, but also with New Year's around the corner, I wanted to provide the space that can let you create what you would like your holidays to be this year, not just with your family, but with your business. And so many people, when they look at the holidays or the new year, they actually stop creating. They stop the forward motion of energy and think they need a break to recharge. But actually, your business never stops. Your life never stops. Your relationships never stop if you do not take that energy out. So we're going to be together for about 20 minutes every day. Might be a little bit longer today because we have a little more talking to do than we will for the rest. And this is a little different than an energy pool that you might be familiar with. Mine tend to be some conversations that are happening, and whether you know it or not, we're already started the pooling of energy, the pushing of energy, and the flowing of energy. And in terms of translation, we have different languages. So if you are on one of those Zooms, please make sure that's for you to listen. That's not where there's going to be any kind of questions. Questions, you can put, write them down in the chat. And as we talk, I'm happy to address those questions. But with the energy pools, it's not like a typical Zoom. So you're not coming on to ask your personal questions. This is about us creating something much bigger and greater together. So with that, let's see. With the first as letting go, it's not going to be like one day we do letting go and one day we're going to do create space and one day we're going to do invite more. There might be some of that, but we're going to flow with what are things that are ready to let go? What are things that are desiring to actually look different in your life and be different in your life? And the tools that I'm going to use today are from Access Consciousness. And if it's your first time here and a first time with Access Consciousness, let me just tell you, Access and its purpose is actually to invite you to start exploring what you know. Not what you think you learned in school and you know, but actually your innate knowing. Your knowing is so much greater and your awareness is so much greater than your age, than what you think you've learned in school. And we're enhancing that. We're actually inviting you to let go of all the things that you have made more significant, the things that you have made so important that you're actually shutting off your knowing. And it's all going to show up in different ways for you. So one disclaimer, just know what you think you're doing in just a few minutes a day is actually a little bit different than that. We're looking to go to all the places and the spaces where you have put anything more vital, valuable, and real than you. And add some magic to it and let it just dissipate away and actually give you choice. I did not know what choice was until I came to Access Consciousness. It's still not a destination. I'm still learning every day. Wow, I actually have a different choice here that I haven't even considered yet. So with this, we'll bring up a lot of energies. We ask a lot of questions, and those energies that are coming up, they might feel weird. There might be sensations in your body that you feel tightness or your body feels tightness. You might cry. It might bring up a memory that you really haven't thought about for a very long time. Just know our bodies and us, when we're ready to release things, they're going to show up in different ways. And if you take a moment and instead of getting upset about it or trying to resist it, if you are actually willing just to be present with it. And when I say present, I just mean be an interesting point of view. Be at a place that you're not thinking it's right, you're not thinking it's wrong, but you're actually just, okay, this came up. I'm super grateful it came up because now I can change it. And that's the thing. Anything that you do not resist and react to, anything you don't align and agree with, you actually allow you to be an interesting point of view. And with that interesting point of view, you also allow the molecules, the elementals, you allow the universe to assist you with the changing of those molecules. And we renamed this to be engaging with the elementals, because there's these elements around the universe. They're not on the periodic chart yet, but they're there with consciousness, and they're there to partner with you in the creation of anything you desire. You desire to have more ease in your life. You desire to have more money. You desire to bring a new loved one into your life. You desire to have more ease driving to work, whatever that is for you. When you're doing it from the space of consciousness, when you're doing it not to harm someone else, when you're not doing it to harm you, the elementals will engage with you. So we're going to talk a lot about the elementals as we go through the next 14 days together. And one thing I'm going to say, every day will be a new energy, many new energies that are being introduced. So for creating greater ease for you and your body, please listen every day. You don't have to be on live. If you're on a translated line, our translators are going to try to be on live as much as possible, but I've given them about 6 hours if they're not, to put it in the box. And in your email, you should have received a link for the replays. So there will be a video, there'll be an audio, and in the email, we might also find some other ways that we might share it, but you have it available to you, and you can listen while you're sleeping, while you're awake, while you're driving, and it's all up to you. Now, even if you don't say anything, even if you don't do anything, the energies are gonna work. They're gonna create something of a new possibility, and with it, you may realize the things that you used to allow you to get upset with, they don't bother you anymore. You may find the things that were difficult aren't difficult anymore. Because when it's not solid, when you no longer are making it be more important than you actually give it the space it requires to change. So, do you notice anything different in your bodies since the minute you jumped on? I'm going to invite you. I love bodies. I'm going to keep inviting you to talk to your body, to play with your bodies, and let your body guide you. Because guess what? Your body, it's your best friend. It's with you every single day, but it has its own consciousness, and it would love to contribute greater to what you and your body are creating in the world. And guess what? It can bring you money, it can bring you clients, and that's the whole thing with the energy pools. We are going to pull with our bodies. So just for 1 minute, pay attention to your body now. Do you notice anything different? Anything different than, let's say, 11, 12 minutes ago? Do you notice? And it's going to be different for each of us, but for me, wow, I'm noticing there's actually more relaxation in my body. There's more space. Energy pools are one of the most innate things that we have always had. When you were a baby and you wanted something, You pulled a lot of energy and woke your parents up, even if they were sleeping down the street, because we have that gift. We have the gift to pull energy. Everything is energy. You are energy, space, and consciousness, and you have infinite amount of energies that you can utilize. Now, sometimes it might feel, I'm saying that on purpose, that you don't. It's because you're allowing all these other things to actually have more significance. But when you add space, which is the second part of this, let go, create space, and invite more. What you're actually doing is you're allowing you to be the space of your infiniteness. Yes, you be an infinite being, and you have this magical body that you get to feel, you get to experience, you get to taste, you get to just have adventures with. But you actually, my friend, are infinite. And if you pay attention, you can close your eyes and just ask, hey, what are the edges of me? And perceive, where is that? Is it at the four corners of the room you're in? Or does it actually go beyond that? Is it in your city, the size of your city? Or does it go beyond that? Is it the size of your country? And some of you, your countries are very big. Or does it go beyond that? Is it the size of the world? Or is it actually beyond that? Is it the size of the universe? Or is it beyond that? And you're going to find different things that you get to experience, things that can affect you and things that can't affect you, but you'll be aware of. The more space you have, the more information you will receive, the more awareness you will have, but you will do it from not that it's this constricted feeling or the knots in your stomach, or you won't feel like you're part of the problem. It then becomes just information that you're surrounded with. And the more space, the minute you feel that constricting energy, the minute you feel like, I can barely breathe here, just say, how much more space can my body and I occupy not to be impacted, affected, or impinged by other people's universes? And afterwards, you can use the clearing statement from Access Consciousness. It's right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, and beyonds. And what you do is that clearing statement, if you don't know about it, we'll put it out in the first email. It's really this magical thing that it's a bunch of words. You don't even have to know what it means. But what you do is you take away anything that's holding this solid energy in place. Any points of views you bought or sold to others, it just starts to melt away and just dissipate. Anything that you made it that it was so significant you could barely breathe. You know those moments like you get a bill that's more expensive than you realize, or anything else, those beyond moments. And those things that went from one little thing to that big old thing, all of that goes away. And when you no longer have significance or solidness, the energy becomes free flowing, which its natural state. Energy moves. It's used to just flowing. But when we think something is good, we think something is bad, we think it's right, we think it's wrong, we go away from that free flowing energy to make it solid. And to make it solid, we have to halt everything else that can naturally flow. And when you're asking the questions, you're allowing you and your body to bring up those energies, those things that are solid, And when you say the right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds, you allow those things that were solid no longer to glue together anymore, to actually now become that free-flowing energy. And as the free-flowing energy, they have the ability to do whatever you desire for them to do. So then they become this free-flowing energy that now becomes part of the energy pools, energy flows, energy push, which is what we're going to talk in a lot more detail the next 14 days. But do you notice right now, by me just having this conversation with you, I'm actually pulling energy from you. I'm flowing energy for the ones who require it. And I'm also pushing energy, but not pushing in the sense of someone being pushy to you and you have to resist. No, from space. When you have space and you push energy, it might be exactly what people require. They might require you to flow the energy. The flowing of the energy takes away all the points of views as well. The pulling of energy, just notice, okay? Pull energy from me. That's all you have to say. I pull energy from you. That's it. Just pull, 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 and pull. Do you notice different in your body? Well, I notice different in my body, so thank you guys for pulling. Now, from that, what happens is the pull actually invites us to have a different communion with our bodies, to have a different communion with the embodiment, with our bodies and the earth, and with every molecule that's in the universe. And all the molecules in the universe, they're here to partner with you. You know, everything from, your devices, the sun, the moon, the ocean, the animals, the trees, and every other person in the universe, whether they're in a body form or not, they're actually here and they can contribute if you have no point of view. Remember that resisting and reacting, that aligning and agreeing, those are polar energies. And when you're in that space of that polar energy, you have to shut off your ability to actually connect to every molecule in the universe and allow them to be your partner, to pull, to flow, to push. So for our first day, I'm wondering, what would you like to add to your life and living? What would you like us to play with the next 14 days? And it's going to change. Every day might be totally different for you. But what would you like to add to your life? First thing I'm going to ask is, whatever that is, first, would you be willing to destroy and create all the points of views you have about it? Everything you've made right, wrong, good, bad, anything you've made significant about it, will you please destroy and create all of it? Right, wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And if you guys have any comments, if you have any questions, please remember there's a chat button at the bottom of this. Just click chat. Okay? Okay. The other thing is, the energy pools are all very different. There is no right way or wrong way to do them. But one way I'm going to show you is one that you might be familiar with. So the first thing I say is connect to your body. And connect to your body, it could be as easy as saying, oh, I connect to my body, and poof, you're there. And I love toes because we tend to forget our toes. So would you be willing to say hello to your toes and say hello to your ankles and your knees and your hips. And if you got a vagina, you got a penis, whatever that is, activate the presence in every part of your body. Your belly, your solar plex area, your lungs, your diaphragm, your intestinal organs, your heart, and come up, 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 and consider every part as you come up, just to say hello, your neck, your lips, your eyebrows, your eyelashes, your ears, your head. And as you do this, just know by you just becoming present, you also have this communion with the earth. And we're restoring that communion with the earth. And we could take a breath and bring the breath all the way up to the top of our head, and then let it go. And as you let it go, let it come down your head and down your body and back into the earth. Do that a few times. Breathe in again. And if you desire, as you let it go, will you also let go of everything you've already decided what your life has to be like and look like? Everything you've decided is you. Everything you've decided is your money and your finances. Everything you've decided is your relationships, your business, your kids, your family, and just let it all melt into the earth. And when you do that, you're not taking away the capacity. What you're doing is you're letting go anything that is those blocks, any of those limitations, anything significant that doesn't allow the movement of those energies. And from this space, how much more space can you and your body occupy to actually be the space of you? Okay. Anything that doesn't allow that, will you destroy it and create it? Right, wrong, good and bad, pump, all night, shorts, boys, and beyond. And now, what would you like to add to your life and living? Is it a person? Is it a house? Is it a car? Is it a new job? Is it more money? Whatever that is, just for a moment, put it in front of you. Okay? Just in front of you. You don't have to do anything of it, but just have it be this space in front of you. And with every single part of you and your body, will you now connect to what that is that you desire? Different, huh? Okay. Now from that, will you just have a conversation with it? Say, hey, what would my life be like in 5 years if you were actually physically actualized in my life? What sensations would I have in my body? What would my life be like? Not look like, be like. The energies of it. Will I have more joy? Will I have more ease? Just for a moment, go to that space in 5 years of you having this. What else do you know now? What else are you aware of? And what do you know that can allow this to physically actualize now with that energy of the future? So let's infuse that energy of the future here. Okay? Now, will you allow your energy, your body's energy, the earth's energy, the communion that you have now with this, whatever it is you're asking for, to go out into the whole universe? Just let it flow everywhere. And anything you've decided, projected, expected, concluded, that this can be or can't be, and all the places you've already put out there, you're going to reject it or separate from it, will you destroy and create all of that? Right, wrong, good and bad, pump, pop, all night, shorts, boys, and beyonds. And now, will you allow this, as it has its own consciousness, to go out and be your partner in its creation. So everything you've done to try to figure out how it's going to physically show up, will you destroy and create all that? Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, pop, all night, shorts, boys, beyonds. Everything you've defined of when it's going to show up, will you destroy and create all that? Okay, cool. Now, anything that doesn't allow you to be, know, perceive, receive, and have the awareness of it and what it requires and what energies it requires every day to physically actualize, will you now destroy and create all that? Okay, cool. Now, you've already put it out there, right? Will you now allow anything or anyone that can contribute to you physically actualizing this in this reality to come and play with you, to add their energies to it, okay? And then pull it in and let it all come in and be now received with every single part of your body. Every single part of you is that infinite energy. Will you now receive it all? And then will you allow it to go and flow through you and go out? And now pull it in. Okay, now you're trickling it out. You're going to tickle everybody's body. You're going to tickle anyone who's looking for this, anyone who can contribute to this. And contribution means gifting and receiving simultaneously. So anyone that can assist you in receiving this, anyone that can assist you in you not just having it, but being able to exponentialize it and grow it. Will you please pull all of that in? And then with space, flow it out and push it out and flow it in. And everything you have, your websites, your business cards, your every energy, will you now include this energy? Okay, now keep flowing in, pulling it in, flowing it out. And pay attention to your body. This energy you and your body and the earth are creating with this creation, with the consciousness of this. Okay, now allow your awareness to expand. And as you allow your awareness to expand, you're going to become aware of a lot of things that you may want to think you want to kill people because now you see their stupidity. This is where your allowance has to exceed your awareness. So please, in the next 14 days, I'm just going to keep inviting you. Expand your allowance beyond your awareness. And allow that to keep going out there. Because your allowance and that interesting point of view is going to allow you not to make anything solid. So with this energy, anything that matches this energy, even if your mom calls you and says, hey, come over, if she has this energy that she's sharing with you that matches this, do it. Anything that matches this energy is the universe speaking to you in energy form, saying what you are asking for, follow this path. And there is no straight path, okay? It might be that you pick up the phone and call someone you didn't think so. You might go to the website and the internet and start searching things. The energy of the future is going to speak to you and your body in different ways. It's guiding you to what you're asking for. But no, for you to receive it, you have to be willing to be that space of relaxation, that space of allowance, that space that actually allows it in. If you have any point of view, it's never going to happen, or it's bad, or good, or right, or wrong, you reject it, you push it away. So anything you've done to buy it real, that, you cannot receive this. We destroy and create all that. Right, wrong, good and bad, pump, buckle, nice, shorts, boys, beyonds. And anywhere you've bought anyone else's lie or limitation to how you can receive, we destroy and create all that. Right, wrong, good and bad, pump, buckle, nice, shorts, boys, beyonds. Oh, more of you. Add more me. Yeah, you can do that. You can add anything, but just know you are an infinite being, okay? And more of you actually What if it also includes that you are willing to be the space of you? So, asking how much space can my body and I occupy to be the infinite being I truly be will allow you also to be the space of you, the consciousness of you, the energy of you. Okay? So, okay. And just allow this movement of energy. Tomorrow, we'll talk about a different way of pulling energy. But I just want to keep introducing different ways so you get to play what that is for you. And just know right now you're thinking about it, but the whole idea of the energy flows is activating your innate capacities, your superpowers, the things that are actually part of you. So there is no thinking, it's just being that energy. And today we went a little bit longer, so thank you to the translators. But it was just because I wanted to just share more information with you. Tomorrow will be shorter, okay? All right, well, thank you so much for being here. And you're welcome to play this continuously. I'm going to upload this as soon as it's available, and you will have it probably in the next hour in the box, the link that I sent you guys in the email to log in. And it will be there every single day. You can just go to the same links. And if you have any questions, just always know the chat. You can leave your questions. And how much fun can you have? Today is Christmas. Some of you have already started to celebrate, depending on where you are around the world. But how much fun can you have with this energy? Also utilizing around family. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you for choosing for creation of something very different in the world. Thank you, guys. And I will see you soon. See you tomorrow. Same time, same place. Bye. We can stop the recording.